it's just it's just kind of what was the expression? Causation, no, like post hoc ergo propter hoc is the logical fallacy. In Latin, it translates to English, meaning simply after this, therefore because of this
Mm-hmm.
sort of deal. Or you could even do before this, therefore because of this. So, which on itself, it may be applicable, but really, you got to be careful because a lot of times there's no correlation whatsoever. It's just people are kind of, they're being misled and deceived.
All I gotta say is there is definitely something going up there in the region because we were doing that show
Well,
and I did like a deep dive on the
Well,
Aborigines
yeah,
in that area, and there is amazing things that are there. Like this goes all the way back to the Indo-Aryans, and they're
okay. So,
I
look,
mean,
I want to know the timing though. This is intriguing. That's a great point that you're making there, and that's well worth. I mean, maybe. Do you have a link to the show that you did? I guess I should
yeah,
go
it was
listen
last
to.
Wednesday.
Okay,
I can
all right.
add the Rumble
Well,
link.
yeah, but
put it in the podcast group we've got on Minds. How about
yeah,
that? It's one
Yeah.
place, or
but
there's a few places you can post it on Minds and tag us too. So,
like
but just to complete the point, as was brought up earlier, that was the whole. What the hell was it? The incident. First, it was the I can't Dilatop Pass incident, but then there was the giant the meteor strike. What was the name of that?
supposedly they don't know for sure if it was
Timing.
actually a meteor or not. Like they're
Well, whatever it was, yeah,
yeah, it was just
yeah.
and that's weird.
Okay.
Like that whole area that they
Well, but how close was it to the pass region incident, and within geographical time and space? Was it the same year or month? I don't think so.
no,
That came a lot earlier,
yeah,
did it not?
yes, it did, and
Sure. And
and
Well, and at the start of the episode of the last episode, didn't I mention something about the theory of being nuclear testing ground?
nuclear
actually
testing ground.
actually that's
Yeah,
something.
because Cold War, and remember, this is 3 years before the Cuban Missile Strike.
No,
After World
no,
War
no. What?
Two,
No, no, no. What are you talking
both the Americans and the Russians were working on nuclear weapons at the time.
1960?
Um, yeah, of
1956.
course. 1961, 62 was
But wait a
the
minute, we're talking about
Cuban.
three different things, then, aren't we? There's the
And
meteor strike that goes back to, as you say, Tesla, 1919 or something,
Yeah,
really way
okay,
back,
okay,
1907,
okay, I'm not far on
1907 actually, as memory serves. And then there's the pass incidents where you had all those hikers,
hmm
whatever. And why were they out there in the first place? Just adventure thrill seekers, or were they actually looking for something?
no, these were
And then
professionals. Okay, these guys were going for their Class C or Class 3 certificate, and during the Cold War, that's the highest class that you could get for being a survivalist. So,
survivalists.
and
Oh,
they were actually going out there. And the weird part about this mountain that they were going to is in Russian or in English, it's pronounced Dead Mountain. Okay, and
yeah, I know.
and
Yeah.
Mm.
the thing that's really strange is like even when you watch the documentaries and you read the stuff, they'll just kind of scave over the whole indigenous groups that were there and not really get into them. But then you do research on them and you find out that these people were very very interesting. It's almost mystical when you listen to it because they were like the the closest you can come to primal paganism when it comes to Indo-Aryan,
Oh, well,
Indo-European,
okay.
however you say it, and
Uh,
they had a really really strange relationship with the Soviets. Like one group, there's two groups of them that were there, and one group was pretty peaceful, but the other one actually fought against the Soviets during the Cold War.
they also said stay away from that region where the past. Do not go there.
hmm it's a
Correct.
it's a really interesting story. So
That bad juju.
hmm and I mean the
so,
mountain itself was called Dead
how
Mountain.
it's
A lot of
something I
people go
didn't
missing.
ask
A lot
you.
of people go missing.
Yes,
Missing 411.
something.
David Paulides. Look into it, folks.
Something
It's,
that strikes me is how did they get permission to get to that area at the time? Presumably they were good Soviet
they were top-notch
citizens.
survivalist kind
Yeah.
of special forces, were they not?
As a matter of fact,
Well, yeah, that's why I said
Two
a
of
lot
them-
of them were ex
Scientists.
World War II vets.
yeah, I didn't want to make a spoiler about it, but that's the next part that we're getting into is the part about the military and possible military cover-up and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But
Yeah, there's
and
been a lot of talk about that.
we actually had to stop because I really got excited about the
Yeah,
indigenous.
that's we were only about third through, and it was already 2 hours, and I could see it going on for 5-6 hours.
Now,
So what are the
Actually,
theories?
so-
Yeti, and then maybe like alien abduction or something like that, or a couple of
Yeah.
theories. Like, wasn't there blood traces of blood, evidence of clearly like a struggle, sudden departure,
yeah,
and really chaotic scene
what
with
happened?
very little.
What happened was the tent when they found the tent, and it appeared like whoever was in the tent tore or cut through the tent from the inside. Okay. Now after that, these people, 9 of them, I believe it was, ended up professional survivalists. By the way, let me mention that. Get up and run in different directions with half of their clothes off. Okay. 2 of them were found in one location dead, and then 2 were found in another location, and then 4 or 5 of them were found later on together, like 72 kilometers away.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Were any dismembered or suffering? What sort of physical
Now, this
issues
is-
did they have to?
This is where Mark gets me frustrated because he comes up with crazy ideas. Okay.
Okay.
One of the females was found with her tongue gone. Okay. 2 of the hikers had their ribs completely crushed. Now, with the completely crushed rib cage, Mark said that snow could have done that.
Plausible.
Or man-made climate change.
You know.
When in doubt, just
Yeah.
change.
Then with the tongue missing, he said that the tongue could have frozen and broke. Now,
Yeah, that's plausible. Have you ever never frozen a beef burger or a steak
I'm
or
just
something?
saying that you might find tongue fragments in her mouth. I mean, where did the tongue fragments go to? You know?
Like I said, there must not have been a thorough search of
Exactly.
that area.
That's where we
Okay.
both agreed. We both agreed because they're known in.
Was
the
there any?
Oh, sorry.
Was there any further evidence of potential mutilation?
When you look at the photos, okay, now these people were supposed to have suffered from scuffs and bruises, but when you look at the wounds that were applied to them, because you can see the photos, they've got them everywhere on the internet. You just go look at them and look at the amount of abrasions that were on their bodies, okay, in the area that they're in, and you can clearly see that they didn't do it from falling down on the snow. You know what I mean?
That's why I suggest a strong blizzard of snow. You know, if you get racked by heavy, hard snow, then of course you're going to bruise.
No, I'm talking about cuts and abrasions, dude. Like they've got knuckles that are freaking torn to the freaking bone. Okay, and mutilated
Depending on
skins
the
and cuts.
force, depending on the force of the snow,
Yeah. Now
potential.
the cliff theory too. I told him you need to take a look at the surrounding environment there because there is no cliffs that are available for a person to fall off of for that area. I mean, this is kind of
Yeah, people down to me.
this is like a ski lodge kind of environment where it's got smooth snow going down, and then like you have the forest that's like about, I'd say about what, 100 kilometers away, and you can sit where they were camped at. You could sit at that hillside and look down on it. You know what I mean? It's beautiful area if you're stupid enough to go there. You know, but it really is. It's an amazing story. What got me started on it was about 5 years ago. I started getting into researching it, and I stopped researching, and about a year ago when I took over for John on Wonderful World of Weirdness. This guy in chat said he wanted me to talk about it in WoW Talk, and I didn't get around to it until just now, and I started doing it again, and I was like, damn, dude, I forgot how good this story was. See, now that's where I geek out. I geek out on stuff like that, so. I went too far, didn't I? Everybody went silent. I started running my mouth. I get
Mark's laughing silently.
I get excited about stuff like that.
Minds.com, folks. That's why we're here. I mean, as amazing and intriguing as this whole story is, and the work that you've been doing, Roger. That I mean, we're here to hash over Minds and all its various facets, are we not? Or is this something where we've now sort of transitioned and sort of a free for all?
Oh, it's everything, dude. We've had the most amazing conversations on Minds Roundtable, dude. Like,
I think originally, Jeffrey, it was for Minds related stuff, but we ran out of Minds stuff to discuss, so
yeah, because like
it became a free
okay,
fall.
all right, okay. So that's the thing. That's a good point. It's like, you know, when I guess in meeting, then you would think talk as much Minds as is pertinent or timely and of the moment, and then from there, yeah, exactly, open things up to a more wider conversation.
Well, see, and another thing too, I pointed this out last week. Now I've actually searched around on a lot of the stuff on Minds, and I pointed it out at the beginning of our last stream. I was like, we've been doing this with people like Do Better and Tan and Mark and myself and you, and a lot of people on Minds don't realize we're probably one of the only ones that are like 100% Minds based when it comes to this show. Like we do have people that do come in from other platforms here and there, but the majority of the time this is where members of Mind come together, you know, and we hang out and get to know one another. Like
do you remember the most participant we've ever had? How many was that, Roger?
I think it would have been
we
seven.
we had who's this guy? Moose. We had Moose joining.
We had
somebody else.
John G.
John G. Yeah.
John G.
joined as well.
Moose came in. What was that other guy? That one dude. I said he was a shill. Remember him? He come in and he won the.
It was a real techno guy, right?
Yeah. He come in.
Yeah.
Me, or us, and then Do Better, and all of us started doing that live stream to try to win that prize, and he ends up winning it, dude. And it's like freaking, I know Do Better did more freaking streaming than I did. He did like a week and a half straight.
That's the guy that they featured on the